Lost Girl. So this is episode 12 of season 5 of Lost Girl. It's titled Judgement Fae, and I'm hoping they make a lot of Terminator references, especially if Linda Hamilton shows back up. Let's do it. And then this one just opens with a shower scene. Oh! And Lauren's in it. So how does this work? Do they just pass the power back and forth?
You called for pizza half an hour ago. You don't remember?
Of course I do.
Oh, her brain's going. Lauren's gonna die.
I mean, we? You said we.
Oh, you got caught hanging out with your daddy. How did Bo get out of the shower and her makeup still looks good?
I thought you were dead.
No.
Oh.
That's you.
Just killing people willy-nilly, that ain't cool. Oh crap, it's this chick with Dyson. I don't care. Oh my gosh, they're so perfect together. I don't care. Oh, they just kissed? What the heck?
Sorry about that.
Wow. Does this woman not have a job to get to?
By the way, where are patient X's test results? Aren't those them in your hand?
Lauren, your brain is going. Also, Lauren's nurse is just gonna die. I just know it.
Early stage Parkinson's.
I knew it. You're dying.
It's not looking good. No, it isn't.
It's not looking good. Your brain's gonna fall out.
Because we're talking about you. The woman that I love.
You're gonna die.
I just don't get why you're so willing to give up who you are to be Faye.
Because who she was sucked.
Why'd you lie to me?
I told you the painting would vanish, Z. I never said to where.
Bo, you said you weren't gonna tell him you knew. What? Who is that, Z? What is Z doing on the floor? What? It's not Z? What? My computer just locked up? This is important.
Are you sure this isn't a scheme? That Z is still in her?
100p. Apparently I've been hanging out with my son too much. No, there's no.
Apparently he's an idiot too. Where did Z get the new clothes? Yeah, she probably did. She killed a lot of people.
Maybe this will help you remember.
I thought he was gonna tase her. I thought he had a taser in his hand. This'll help you remember. She's going crazy.
A shield? I think she was giving it to someone.
Which she wouldn't have if Trick didn't give it to her.
This is Hephaestus.
He just had that page bookmarked. More undercover stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was so insensitive of me to do in front of you. No.
Bo, everything you do is insensitive.
We're friends. Just not friends with benefits. 1, 2, check.
I still want Lauren to die so she can get together with Tamsin. That probably got a lot of people mad at me.
And she is a sucker for legally, so use lawyerly speak whenever you can. I object.
Okay, this is weird because I thought this chick was like a lawyer before she got her body snatched. She sounds like an idiot.
You don't just waltz over here, Miss Dennis, interrupt my lunch, and ask for an audience with Hephaestus.
Oh, got your number. Good luck, Bo, don't die.
I'm Philip.
Excuse me, just 1 moment.
At least shake his hand, rude. Did this just turn into a lawyer show all of a sudden? So that earpiece still works in whatever, like, weird dimension they're in?
Objection! That was 3 questions.
Bo, please stop.
That doesn't mean there isn't room for you to love another. That's not the way of my kind.
I don't care about your kind. The show's wrapping up. You need to pick someone. Why is there a fire? Is she just a bad cook? Yeah, she's just a bad cook. Total wife material, Dyson. Jump on it. Why'd the smoke alarm go off as soon as she put the fire out? That's not how it works. Whoa, she's just gonna go for it. Alright, they're doing it. Bo's gonna side with the other guy, isn't she? Bo, you're an idiot. Are they jilted lovers? So are they brothers or lovers?
Case dismissed.
So did Bo pass or what?
You have found your inner justice.
Oh my god, she won afterwards? That's dumb. Your inner justice should have been crushing that whiny little guy. Right or wrong, that's justice. Wait, if something's wrong, it's not justice. But anyway, it's courtroom justice. I want to see this guy's face. Is it gross? It is not ugly. It is nice.
You're the ugliest of all the ancients?
By far.
Oh my god. I want to see the other ancients then.
What does she want?
Ask her yourself.
Yup. Switched it up.
Dr. Lewis, we need you back at the clinic. He's awake.
Oh, that nurse is gonna die. That's not him, girl. You're gonna die. Don't go in there. Stupid. Oh, see? See, you got bugs in your face. Dead now.
I can feel her cells breaking down.
Oh, shoot. Oh, brain contamination.
Oh, good. The gang's all here.
Hera, what are you doing here? I thought no one could go see him unless they got an audience. Y'all just running in. We're just gonna make out. You stay right there. From this angle, Z's shoulder blocks the bottom half of that dude. He looks naked in the background.
You trust me, don't you?
Well, you only killed me once, so I guess I'll trust you. But are they just leaving now? What's happening? That dude in the background isn't even forging anything. He's just poking the fire. A horseshoe? Your weapon is a horseshoe? That dude's gonna wake back up and realize that his wife is banging Dyson. Awkward. Your husband's alive. Going to talk to your husband and there's still remnants of another dude inside of you? That's wrong.
I'm not Fae anymore.
Is your brain still damaged?
Things can be the way they were.
Except she's probably dying.
I can't.
How many times are they gonna break up in this show? Is she breaking up with her because she's dying or breaking up with her because she doesn't want to mess with this crap anymore?
We're over.
Yeah, hug it out with your papa.
And we're back to the horse metaphors.
He likes those. Ugh, Dyson, your troubles bore me. Are Dyson and Bo gonna get back together now? What? So now is Bo and Tamsin gonna get back together? Okay, I just want Bo to be single now. What the heck? You're just going for Tamsin. Valcubus! You're just gonna make Tamsin get feelings and break her heart again. Oh, shut down.
I'm gonna regret this later.
Wait, I think I had a spoiler for this. That's not Bo, is it? That's not Bo. Something's up. Oh, shoot. Yep. Creepy double face thing. Nope. That creepy double face thing looked like Ghostbusters 2. This episode starts with Bo and Lauren in the shower, kissing, but the cheese going bing, bing, bing like a ping pong ball. They get out, Lauren's like, I'm hungry, I'm gonna order some food. And Bo's like, we already ordered food. You're going crazy. And then she tries to play it off, but her brain's like Jell-O. Lauren ends up telling Bo that Bo's dad helped her arrive at the serum thing that would make her a conduit. Bo's like, you can't trust him. And Lauren's like, well, you don't trust me. Meanwhile, Z's going to talk to some guy who's hammering some stuff, and she hands him the shield, and she's like, don't fail me. Then she's walking through her old work, and this nice lady's like, oh, is that you? And then she's like, oh, crap, you remembered my former body. Snap, and just snaps the chick's neck. Then that one chick's staying at Dyson's still, and they're being all domestic and gross, and then he accidentally leans in and kisses her, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, and then that scene kind of ends, and no one cares. Then it's Tamsin, Bo, Trick, and Dyson, and they're all watching some security feed of Z killing that chick, which I'm like, where did they get that? Then they're like, oh, Z and Hades are working together. They're totally in cahoots. They figure, hey, she's at her old work. It's where the elevator crashed. Something big must be going on. Let's go check that out. But first, I'm going to go talk to my dad. Even though he's a notorious liar, I'm just going to go, I don't know, let him lie to me more. Then Lauren is at her lab, and she's poking the Hera dude in the foot, and she's like, nope, totally unresponsive. Then Lauren turns to her nurse, and she's like, hey, do you have patient X's paperwork? And she's like, Lauren, you're holding it. Lauren's like, oh, silly me. Oh, it looks like I have early onset Parkinson's. My brain is turning to mush. The nurse is like, yeah, that patient is, like, deteriorating super fast. Who is that anyway? And then Lauren's like, nothing, and then just leaves the room. Bo shows up, and she's like, hey, I was here to talk to my dad, but Lauren, what's going on? Like, what made you want to be Fae so bad? And she's like, you don't get it, and then, like, gets all huffy and just walks away. Bo goes to talk to her dad, and her dad's like, look, I just, like, helped her get the serum. I didn't think she was going to use it on herself. I didn't know anything bad was going to happen. Then he's like, it's funny you didn't mention about Z. Why haven't you asked me about her? And Bo's like, you lied to me, which Bo was going there to, like, pretend she didn't know about Z to try to have the upper hand, but that just fell apart. He's like, I told you that painting would make Z vanish. I didn't say where to. And then again, he's like, I'm trying to protect you, which is what he always says. Just then there's a crash behind her in Lauren's lab, and she runs in there, and there's Z, but it's actually the chicks whose body Z took over, and she's all scared and doesn't know where she is. They take her to the doll, and Dyson sniffs her over, and he's like, yeah, 100% human. The chick's like, yeah, when I was inside Z, I just kind of kept my eyes closed most of the time. I guess her, like, non-physical, metaphysical eyes were closed the whole time. She starts thinking about all the people she killed, and then she's like, oh, yeah, I snapped that chick's neck. This is horrible. And Tamsin's like, calm down. I don't want to hear about your problems. Just help us. They're like, what do you remember? And she starts working out that she remembers being by someone who was doing something hot and banging on something and talking about a weapon. And they're like, wait a minute. It's that one dude who, like, forges crap for the gods. And Trick's like, oh, yeah, you mean this guy? And then pulls out a book, and he already has the bookmark on Hephaestus. So it's like, Trick, if you knew this, why did we even torture the poor woman? Trick's like, yeah, this is the son of, like, Hera and Zeus. He makes weapons for the gods, but you can't even go see him unless you're granted an audience. He starts listing off the ministers of justice that can, like, let you in, and one of the names, the chick who was Z, is like, wait a minute, that's the name of one of the judges in the courthouse. We're going undercover! They're walking to the courthouse, Bo's leaving a message for Lauren, being inconsiderate of Tamsin's feelings. Tamsin's like, no, it's alright, we're friends, we're just not friends with benefits. So as they're walking through, they have little earbuds, and they're talking to the chick Beth, who used to be Z, in the car, and she's like, tells them where to find the judge, what she looks like, what she'll be doing. She's like, walk up, keep it short, and just go ask her stuff. They try to play it all coy, but the chick knows who Bo is right away, and she's like, hey, you're gonna need to pass some judgment trial-y things, and just Bo alone, otherwise you won't get to go see the dude. So the judge just waves her hand, and some doors appear, and she goes in, and her test is actually like a courthouse case. So Bo's trying to do this case. She has Beth and Tamsin in her ear helping her along. It was kind of stupid and pointless, stretched out a little too long for my taste. At the end of it, all she discovers is like, oh, these two people should support each other. Oh, wait, maybe I should support Lauren. And apparently that's her truth she had to find. So apparently that was a test. Pretty stupid. Dyson's at the doll confiding in Trick that he has feelings for that one chick, and I couldn't care less. Trick's like, why not? I mean, you'll always super love Bo, but you can have other loves. And Dyson's like, that's not the way of my people. Trick's like, the way of my people ripped my family apart, so maybe you should try to not do that. Dyson shows back up at the gym, and the smoke alarm's going off, and she's putting a fire out in a toaster oven or something. She tried to make dinner and burnt it. Then she just leans in to kiss him, and at first he's like, no, we shouldn't. She's like, yeah, rips her shirt open, we really should. So they start making out, and that scene just cuts. So after Bo gets her inner justice sorted out, she gets her audience granted with Hephaestus. He turns around, he's freaking gorgeous. Apparently he's the ugliest of all the ancients, and if he is the ugliest, I would very much like to meet all the other ancients, please. He's like, I make weapons for gods. Z gave me a shield, I'm gonna make a weapon for you. And then she's like, what is Z up to? And he's like, I don't know, ask her yourself. She turns around, it's Lauren standing there. So Lauren Z was like, yeah, I jumped into her body. She held on to me too long when we were struggling, and I popped right in. Then she's like, ready for an awakening, and then she starts opening this weird hatch in the floor, and then Hera dude starts waking up in the hospital bed. The nurse is trying to call Lauren, and I'm like, that nurse is gonna die. Because all of Lauren's nurses die. Hera dude pretends he's not Hera, and he's like, I want to see my wife, and then he falls to the floor like he's like dying. The nurse runs in, and he throws a bunch of like bugs at her face, right out his mouth. Bo's sitting there with Lauren Zeus Lauren, and is like, you knew that I wouldn't hurt Lauren's body, that's why you're inside of it. To be honest, there's no real reason for her to have gone inside Lauren's body, like, at all. So Zeus is like, yeah, I gave him my shield, he's gonna make a weapon for you to protect you, or something to that effect. But as she's talking to Bo, her brain starts tripping out, and she starts thinking Bo's Hera for a second, and then Lauren Zeus chick just falls to the floor. Bo's holding Lauren Zeus lady and trying to walk her out, and she's like, no, we can't leave yet. He's making that weapon for you. And then Hera shows up, and he's like, hey, we're all here. Just then, Tamsin and that chick Beth come, like, running in. Which is stupid because, yeah, I thought you had to request an audience with Hephaestus, but they just seem to bypass that crap and stroll right in. Tamsin's like, take me, Lauren's really weak. And then that Beth chick's like, no, it's alright, I've been Zeus before, I'll do it again. She runs up, grabs her. She's Zeus now. Tamsin grabs Lauren, just runs her out of there. Then Hera's like, you still need me, right, Zeus? And Zeus is like, sure. Strolls right up and starts making out with him. It's really awkward for Bo and, you know, the audience. Hera's like, let's do it. Let's kill Bo. And then Bo pulls this little poker at him. He grabs the hot poker. All this time, this guy's supposed to be forging a weapon. He ain't hammering crap. Z goes into the corner and starts opening the hatch, and Hera's like, no, don't do that. I don't want to go back to Myth, which apparently Myth is like their weird limbo. She's like, no, baby, trust me. Z strolls up to Bo and is like, it was so nice to meet you. Glad to get to know the family. You know, people did start to worship me and they went to my head, so watch out for that. Then she leans in to hug her and is like, by the way, watch out, your daddy's craziness takes a lot of forms. Good luck. She walks over to the hatch, Hera and her open it, they kiss, bunch of, like, light happens, they fall down, apparently their, you know, essence or whatever they were went in some hatch. Hera dude's on the floor, the Z chick's on the floor, Z wakes up and is like, what is that? And points, and there's a horseshoe on the ground, and Hephaestus has disappeared. Back at Dyson's, he's in bed with that one chick. He gets a phone call from Bo, and he's like, ooh, okay. Hangs up. Honey, yeah, your husband's alive. Oops. Dyson takes her there to see her husband now that Hera's vacated his body, And he's like, okay, you don't owe me anything. We're good. Go back to your life. Bye. Back at Bo, she's ordered some food for Lauren. She's like, okay, honey, I support you. And Lauren's like, I took that serum. I'm human again. So we don't have to worry about that. Lauren's like, also, now that I have a weird, weak human lifespan, I think it's best we break up. Lauren wants to be a healer. Bo needs to be a protector. Bo's like, I don't want to break up. And she's like, hey, we probably should. Bo goes to see her dad. She's all mad at him for, like, making Lauren be a pawn in something. He's like, I never planned any of that. I just wanted you to be happy. She's like, go. Just go. I don't want to deal with you anymore. And then he's like, okay, I'll give you some space. And then she's like, everyone's breaking up with me. Honey, that was your plan. Then he's like, honey, I'll be here. I'll always be here for you. And then she's like, I don't want you to. It's like, make up your freaking mind, Bo. So later, Bo's at the doll with Dyson and Trick. She's like, I got a horseshoe. And Trick's like, this is adamantine and gold. It's super powerful. She's like, it's a freaking horseshoe. How is that a weapon? Trick's like, well, you know, in lore, it provides good luck and blah, blah, blah. And he makes all these points, none of which are how this is a weapon in any way. Dyson makes some comment about being in love with Bo is about getting your heart broken or something. Bo's like, you cared for that one chick. And he's like, I didn't think I could. And it's like, I don't care. They hold hands and just kind of sit at the bar. And then it cuts to Bo on her couch at home watching TV. Tamsin walks in. She's like, hey, quit brooding. It's annoying. Then Tamsin's like, all right, I'll sit on the couch and I'll brood with you. Tamsin's being super supportive. She's like, look, you do whatever you need to do. And apparently what Bo needed to do in that moment was kiss Tamsin. Tamsin's like, woo, that was nice, but I'm gonna go. Bo's like, I'm sorry. And she's like, no, it's okay. It's just we're friends. Not friends with benefits. Bo's like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed. And she gets up to leave, and then Tamsin's like, wait, I'm gonna regret this, but I think we should bang it out. They start making out, and then you see that Bo's face is kind of like merged with Hades. So you're like, crap, that's Hades. I kind of got spoiled on that a little bit on accident. I didn't know if it actually was a spoiler, if I'd heard something wrong, but it was confirmed. Which is bullcrap, because I'm totally Team Valcubus, and you can't just pull that crap and then not let it be real. So we're going to have to see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen. But if I forgot anything, drop a comment. Don't forget to do the things, rate, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Until next time.